Welcome to episode 67 of the Quest Lore series, the Fremennik Trials. To become a Fremennik, Brunt the Chieftain tells you that you need at least 7 out of the 12 Elders of the Councils to give you their vote. Manny the Reveler challenges you to a drinking contest, but you can't outdrink him. Giving a council workman a beer for his hard work fixing the bridge, he hands you a cherry bomb. And in the Sears village, the poison salesman pitches to you non-alcoholic beer, which you buy a keg off for 250 coins. Lighting the cherry bomb and placing it in a pipe outside the Relica Long Hall, its explosion distracts everyone whilst you replace the alcoholic beer for the non-alcoholic one. This time you can easily outdrink Manny and you get his vote. Olaf the Bard will give you his vote if you prove yourself as a bard. You cut a branch of the swaying tree and craft an unfinished lyre, needing golden wool. You see that the golden sheeps are protected by a troll called Lally, who says a boy named Askeladden traded a pet rock for a golden fleece. Not wanting 2 pet rocks who could produce offspring, you offer Lally to make a stone soup instead with the rock, onion, cabbage and potato. For teaching this recipe, Lally gives you a golden fleece which you turn into golden wool and string the lyre. Lastly, you offer fish to a spirit named Fossagriman on a strange altar located on a small peninsula, and the spirit enchants the lyre. This gives it a magical property that channels music through you as you sing a song of your heroic feats in the Long Hall. You now have Olaf's vote. Sigil the Huntsman needs you to locate the Draugen by tracking it using the Hunter's Talisman, then defeating it to absorb its essence into the talisman. Doing this gives you Sigil's vote. Sigmund the Merchant wants the sailor's exotic flower, who will exchange it for a romantic ballad from Olaf, who will exchange it for a pair of new boots from Eurissa, who'll exchange it if Brunt the Chieftain lowers the taxes on the stores, who'll do so if Sigil the Huntsman shows him the best places to hunt monsters, who'll do so if you bring him a custom bowstring made by Skullgrimman, who'll exchange it for the rare fish that the fisherman caught, who'll exchange it for a map of the best spots to catch edible fish from Swenson the Navigator, who'll exchange it for a weather forecast from Pierre de Seer, who'll give this to you if Thorvald the Warrior agrees to be his bodyguard, who'll do so if you get him a seat in the Long Hall, a seat which Manny the Reveler will gladly give up if Thora the Barkeep makes him one of her legendary cocktails, which she'll only be inclined to do so if you can get a signed note from Askeladden for him to stay out of the bar, which he does for 5,000 coins. Then you give the note to Thora, the cocktail to Manny, the seat token to Thorvald, the bodyguard contract to Pier, the forecast to Swenson, the chart to the fisherman, the fish to Skullgrimman, the string to Sigil, the map to Brunt, the lower tax slip to Eurissa, the boots to Olaf, the ballad to the sailor, and finally the flower to Sigmund. You now have his vote. Swenson the Navigator values intelligence and gives you a puzzle to solve. You enter the portals in the order of the letters in his name: Swenson, south, west, east, north, south, east, north, and get his vote. Thorvald the Warrior puts you through a challenge, a fight till the death, and you get his vote. Pierre de Seer deposits all your items into a bank. You solve a riddle to enter his house, and upstairs you find a red herring, a jug, a wooden disc, and a red coloured disc. Cooking the herring gives you red goop to colour the wooden disc. Downstairs, on the other side, you place 2 red discs and out pops a vase lid. Back upstairs, the bucket is filled with water, measured out by filling and emptying the jug back and forth until the bucket is 4/5 full, which is the weight that opens the chest to give the vase, which you will fill with water, pop the lid on and freeze on the table, to get the key by melting it on the stove. This gets you the 7th vote from Pierre de Seer. Now, Chief Brunt declares you as a Fremennik and gives you your Fremennik name. Completing this quest is a requirement for the Fremennik Isles, the Fremennik Exiles, Throne of Miscellanea, Lunar Diplomacy, Rag and Bone Man 2, and Olaf's quest, which is the next quest I'll be completing.